Click on the subscribe button and press the bell icon for more updates.
A vegetarian diet, the a lot of restrictive first cousin of a eater diet, no meat or dairy, is changing into progressively fashionable, with vegetarian restaurants stoning up across the country and features of prepacked vegetarian foods exposure on grocery shelves. Whereas this consumption vogue is usually naturally lower in fat and calories than the common Yankee diet, thanks to its stress on fruits, vegetables, and whole grains. Going vegetarian doesn't guarantee weight loss. One, non-dairy smoothies and protein shakes. These area unit well liked item in vegetarian cafes, particularly since obtaining adequate supermolecule on a vegetarian diet may be a priority. Usually made up of fruit, soy milk, and a vegetarian's supply of supermolecule powder, these drinks area unit healthy. The matter is size. I've seen these served in large cups. That is very problematic if you're drinking one among these as a snack, Edyn says. The calories will rack up quickly. 2. Granola. As way as calorie-dense health foods go, dry cereal super the list, consistent with Edyn. A mere quarter cup will set you back over 200 calories. Whereas the wacky and dried fruits and dry cereal square measure healthy, think about it additional as a meal improvement, sprinkled over soy dairy product or on prime of apple slices with peanut butter, instead of a meal. 3. Vegan chips. Generally created with soy supermolecule or bean paste, these area unit actually higher than your average crisp, particularly since the fiber in bean-based chips will promote feelings of fullness. However, because the spoken language goes, you can't eat simply one. If this is often your go-to afternoon snack, it's straightforward to senselessly munch your manner through the complete bag. A much better choice, vegetarian kale chips, though even those will have additional flavors, furthermore as salt that may up calorie content. Simply make certain to stay your parts under control. 4. Coconut oil, milk, or yogurt. This tropical tree nut could be a mainstay of vegetarian uptake and really high in saturated fat, the kind which will increase unhealthy cholesterol, further as calories. It's used as vegetable oil, as a creamy base for soups and stews, and as a non-dairy ice cream various. And with smart reason, it's delicious. However, bit like cookery with cream and butter, it ought to be used judiciously, not as associate and nursing everyday food supply. Plus, there's no proof proving that this kind of saturated fat is any healthier than the kind found in animal product. 5. Vegan desserts. Finally, and sadly, vegetarian cupcakes, cookies, muffins, cakes, and pies will have even as abundant fat, sugar, and even artificial ingredients, and calories as their butter and cream-laden counterparts, Edyn says. Treat these such as you would any indulgence. Moderately,